But girls, how you doing? George is here, as you can hear. Right, okay, so today another pick a card, and what do? What do they, what? How do they see the future with you? It's not that complicated sentence, is it? No, no, it's not even a sentence, it's a question. Okay, everything is getting much better, as you can see. Right, okay, let's go with Sunday, you know what I'm saying, right? Where's every day? One, two, one, two. Okay, so part number one, how do they see the future with you? Strength. Queen of Cups, Four of Cups. Wow, they do see a future with you because they have the feeling that they missed the boat the first time around and they have no intention of missing the boat again. Because they're quite depressed at the moment, they're not in a good place, as you can see. No happy bunny here, right? To be fair, when they met you, they had that love at first sight, because if you remove those, this is exactly what you're having. So it was overwhelming for them, it was too much, they couldn't handle it. Maybe they couldn't realize that they were so lucky in love finally, you know what I'm saying? Right, okay, so you are indeed very strong. So maybe they thought, I'm not enough for this person. Male, female, doesn't matter. We have the Queen of Cups. That's what I meant to say about the Queen of the Strengths. Oh my goodness. Whatever. Okay, so you're covering your heart because you don't know if they're coming back. You don't know if they're gonna get on with it, if they're gonna feel that they are actually worth it. You see the potential in them. Are they gonna trust your judgment in the sense of, I see the potential in you? Or are they gonna stick to the mindset they have from probably their childhood or whatever? An imprint they had from a very long time. Or an imprint they have because of another relationship that went wrong, right? Maybe a karmic, okay? So yeah, they're very protective of the heart. They definitely love you. They may have been hot and cold. The King of Swords is coming out so much at the moment. It's someone who can keep you at bay, push you to your limit, and also being hot and cold, and you don't really know what to think. But inside, they're very much in love with you. They're just very protective. So at the end of the day, if you look at it, both of you are protecting your heart. But they definitely want to have a future with you because they want to have a second chance with you. Yeah, we're finishing a cycle. Maybe that person had to drop something quite heavy from the past. Maybe as well you had to learn to give less. Maybe that is the issue here. You were giving too much and obviously everything was out of balance, okay? Relationship are not always equal because sometimes one will give more than the other, but then you have a cycle, okay? So you can actually rebalance it back, okay? Does that make sense to anyone? Let me know. Okay, so yeah, balancing. Here we go. You see, makes sense. My things make sense eventually. So yes, do we have? Yeah, you see, you have a karmic here. I just noticed that under the deck. So learning to rebalance, and they know you're meant to be together because that massive angel is saying yes, the universe wants you together. So it's just a matter of going back, testing the water step by step, no rushing, one day at a time. But we know we're meant to be together. But rebalancing. I think someone was giving too much, the other person was not giving enough. And maybe it's true. When you find yourself in front of someone who is so protective of the heart, you think, well, if I give more love, maybe they will actually feel safe again. Which is a nice idea, but sometimes that doesn't work, okay? So sometimes you just have to back off a little bit, allow them to digest a little bit, and come towards you instead. Instead. Okay, so we're getting much better, as you can see. Let's have a measure okay now, because seriously, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so how do they see the future with you? What do we have? The Hangman. Yeah, is an idea of protecting my heart, and suddenly, oh no, I don't need to anymore. There's a change of perspective, and I'm not afraid to say more like a transformation, because it's quite radical. You know, I used to think a certain way, and I was sure I was never going to change my mind, and suddenly I met you and everything, you know, transformed. So for me, it's really something, it's a process, but it's something beautiful, okay? So let's have a card from the angels just to finalize it all, if that makes sense, okay? Vision, here we go, you know. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. But I will add to that, yeah, giving love is good, but you have to give love to yourself first. Okay, don't get lost in that other person, because that's what we have here with the Ten of Wands. That's someone who give, but then you forget yourself, and you have to put the oxygen mask on you first. It's not being selfish, it's about self-care. Okay, so right, okay, so part number 2. How do they see the future with you? Wow, 2 of Cups, here we go. Ace of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, beautiful. We have reconciliation. They see you as equal, in the sense of, I love you as much as you love me, but I want to make it official. Let's get married, or let's buy a home together, whatever your story is, okay? It's a general reading after all, but it's an idea of coming back together and be officially together, okay? So there is an idea of clarity now, because that person went through a 10 of Swords. So after the 10 of Swords, you have an Ace of Swords. It hurt me enough to lose you, or even the idea of losing you, so I cannot do this. I need to be with you. I am very clear on what I want and what I don't want. You as well. So if they come back with the same rubbish, I'm gonna work, okay? So they have to know. You receive the fruit of your labor. So you always wanted to have that reconciliation, no matter what. However, you're gonna have someone who understood, grew, excuse me, of someone who actually have a better understanding of themselves, but also a better understanding what love means, and that is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so it's not like, oh yeah, we come back together because we don't have anything else to do. No, it's like we come back together because it makes sense, and we grow. Both of us, we're growing. 5 of Cups. There is a lot of regret, inevitably. So reconciliation. So we have 2 cards talking about reconciliation. Beautiful. Yeah, you're very stable. You always wanted to build a future. Well, excuse me, everything is falling out. Yeah, you are the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. We don't mind about gender here. We don't care about gender here in tarot, but it's an idea of building into a project, building into a relationship, building a future together. You want longevity. Pentacle is very much that, okay? But that person had to understand. Yeah, you were on kind of like the Empress position, waiting for that person to get to that point, you know, go back to the arbor, go back home, go back to the truth, for example, right? You knew, but you had to invest, and also you had to lead by example. No, not this one. This one, you had to lead by example. You had to recover from wherever you were standing in order to, you know, finally show to that person, reassure that person, it's okay. You can go back to your truth. You can reopen your heart. You can be truthful to yourself. You can believe in love again because you're lovable. Because I survived a heartbreak. I survived it all. So you can do the same. Okay, so very beautiful here. Okay, very deep as well, just as deep as my voice. The sun, gorgeous, inner child connection. You think so? It's absolutely beautiful. You're blessed, both of you. So you're meant to be together. You recognize each other. You know, as simple as that. No need to go around the bush here. Let's have a healing card from the angel anyhow. Anyway, wow. Do it now. Woof. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition for it. What? Okay. Listen to your intuition, for it is guiding voice of your soul. I don't understand the sentence. For it is the guiding voice. Oh yeah, for it is. I need another coffee. Okay, for it is a guiding voice of your soul. So yes, the intuition is a guiding voice of your soul. Do not worry, we're getting there eventually, right? Wow, okay, Sunday morning, not a good idea to do tarot. Okay, so on this note, good luck. Really, I'm with you. Have a beautiful day, and I see you tomorrow. Ciao.